Hi guys, so welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how I made this super delicious dumpling, Haitian style of course, and also I made some shrimp. So let's go ahead and get started. For the Haitian style dumpling that I'm making, I am using smoked herring that I soaked overnight. I am using red bell peppers, green bell peppers, orange, some fresh tomatoes, onion, scotch bonnet pepper, parsley, fresh parsley, epis, and all that. So to your hot pan, go ahead and add some vegetable oil. You must soak the fish, the smoked herring, before you cook it because it's very salty. So you have to soak it for at least 3 hours. Overnight is better. So I go ahead and added my smoked herring and pulsed it a little bit so it's small pieces. Go ahead and add it to the epis in the hot pan. Give it a stir. And now I'm gonna add some fresh lime juice. If you don't have lime juice, feel free to use orange juice, sour orange juice or bitter something, or you can just use vinegar, white distilled vinegar. That also works. Just need some acidity in there. So after that, we're gonna go ahead and add the vegetables, the peppers that I'm using. I am using some scotch bonnet pepper to give it some spice, give it some heat. Feel free to skip that if you don't want that. Some fresh parsley. So give it a little quick stir and let it cook for 5 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and season it a little bit. I seasoned it with Old Bay, about half a teaspoon, and some goya adobo, about half a teaspoon. You don't want too much because it's supposed to be light, but yeah, make sure though you soak your smoked herring. I cannot stress this enough because it's very salty, and if you don't soak it in water for a few hours and you go ahead and add goya adobo to it or like Old Bay seasoning, you will mess it up. It will not be edible. So after you've cooked your shiktai, you're gonna go ahead and bring it to a plate and let it cool down. So I didn't have enough time, so I put mine in the freezer. It cooled down real quick. Listen, you can do that, or you can just leave it outside on the table, let it cool down, but the fridge is better, or the freezer, it's so much faster. So now we're gonna go ahead and prepare the shrimp one. So I have my shrimp here that I've chopped up. They were frozen, so they're thawed now, and so I'm gonna season my shrimp with some soy sauce, some freshly ground black pepper, some salt, and now we're gonna go ahead and add the filling. So I am using a teaspoon of fresh ginger, grated fresh ginger, some scallion, some fresh garlic, Napa cabbage, and some white onion. Make sure to use the Napa cabbage because it's softer. If you choose to use the other cabbage, the regular cabbage, the green cabbage, you gotta cook it first because the Napa cabbage is very, very soft. It cooks real quick, so be sure to use that instead. If you can't find it, use regular cabbage, but cook it first. And go ahead and add some lime juice or lemon juice, whichever you have. Give it a stir, and after you give it a stir, gonna let it sit on the side for about 30 minutes and let it marinate a little bit. It's gonna have extra flavor. And also feel free to add whatever seasoning you want. So I added Old Bay to it because it's gotta taste good. But feel free to just leave it like that with just the soy sauce and salt and black pepper, but a little Old Bay won't hurt nobody. So we're gonna go ahead and start filling in our wrap. So I got this from the Asian market. It will say dumpling wrap on it, so that's what I did. I got that. So I really don't have time to make my own, so that's why I just got the one that's already made. So go ahead and fill in your little wrap with half a tablespoon of filling. And then, because the corners are so dry, we're gonna go ahead and dip your fingers in water and just wet the corners so you can fold it easily. And make sure you fold it properly and leave no hole so no air goes inside, otherwise it's gonna be a mess. See how I fold it and then just stick the back to the folding part and just seal it, just like so. See, perfect. And go ahead, continue with that and keep it so cute. And continue, make a lot more. Not to brag, you guys, but that one, the Chic Thai one, was just super delicious. It's like nothing that I've ever had before. It took dumplings to a whole different level. Okay, it took it anyway. That's Haitian, anyways. We just take everything to a whole different level. Okay, so be sure to give this recipe a try. Let me tell you, it's a great side. If you want to have that as a side, let me tell you, have that as a side, because it's such a great side dish. Well, is it a side dish? Whatever it is, anyways. But let me tell you, it's so bomb. My friends liked it. I made some for my cousins and they loved it, and it was just awesome. I cannot wait to make some more. And I also made some with pickles inside, so make sure to do that too. If you want to, opt out for the fish, let's say you're a vegan, pickles is the best. Add pickles to it. Or you're just vegetarian, you don't want to eat fish today, so go ahead and add pickles in the filling. Use pickles as the filling instead. I can't even speak, oh my god. But anyways, you guys, yeah, try that. I made 3 kinds. I made the Chic Thai filling, the pickles filling, and the the shrimp filling. And I loved all 3 of them, but just the pickles and oh my god, the Chic Thai one just took things to a whole different level. I gave dumpling a whole new meaning. Okay, anyways, let's go ahead and start the cooking process. So in your hot pan, add about a tablespoon of oil. I kind of added a lot, it wasn't necessary, but add about a tablespoon or 2 teaspoons. And go ahead and sit your dumplings in the hot pan. So we're gonna let it fry just for a minute, until the bottom starts to get some color. When the bottom is brown, when it looks like it has a little crunch on it. See, I added too much oil, but feel free to not add that much oil. And my pan was like, anyways, I had a little bit too much oil, but don't add that much oil. 2 teaspoons is fine. And if you have a really great pan too, you won't need all that. So check the bottom of the dumpling. If you see that it's brown, you get a little crunch, then that means it's ready. Like that, it's ready to go ahead and steam it. So we're gonna go ahead and add 1/4 cup of cold water, not really like cold, fridge cold, just regular room temperature water. And go ahead and add that to the pan, and then go ahead and cover it and steam it for 5 minutes. So if you're liking this video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You guys, this is the final product. You see the inside, you see the filling. It's so delicious, you guys. I hope you give this recipe a try, and if you do, please let me know. As always, thank you for watching. Enjoy.